Hey everyone, Livy here, back with another video, and today we are going to talk about this deck. Finally in my hand, and by the way, I should also apologize if you hear my dishwasher going. It is what it is. But anyways, we are here today to go over the Bard's Arcana, the Tarot of Shakespeare. This, as you can see, was written and conceived by Greg Taubman and illustrated by Eunice Choi. This is a deck that, I'm not going to lie, I originally think I saw this deck as a Kickstarter in 2023. Okay, we are in 2025. This deck, I think, was even originally supposed to come out, let's be honest here, in December of last year, 2024. But this deck did not make it on time. It did not. It took a very long time to kind of get to all of us. So I won't lie about that right off the bat, okay? This was a Kickstarter that also kind of had its fair share of controversy, kind of similar to the Literary Tarot. Again, it took a long time. There were a lot of upset people because this deck made a ton of money. There were people who were mad because the creators were not very communicative during the process. It took a long time. So basically, I almost counted this deck out as a loss. I thought, holy shit, I will be surprised if I ever get this. But just recently, within maybe a week or two of me filming this, they finally were like, oh yeah, guys, we're finally shipping it, yay! And they sent it, and I was like, holy shit, I actually got it! So we're going to talk about this today. As you can see, the box is actually nice. You got some gold detailing on it. And this is a deck of Shakespeare, as it says. So each card, as you see, is going to feature a Shakespearean character. It's going to be from a Shakespearean play, and it's going to have a Shakespearean quote inside of it. The box is actually pretty nice. And it says, I have had a most rare vision. Guidebook is the first thing. Now, as you can see, I also opened just the plastic off of this. I didn't want to take too long. My phone is like dying, kind of. So we'll see how well this goes in filming. But as you can see, this is the box. Inside the box, I'm filming at night, but yeah, it has a design. Box is pretty good, pretty sturdy. This is the guidebook. It says, this above all to thine own self be true. And the guidebook is actually interesting, I think. First off, it gives 2-4 mentionings. And it also has a nice table of contents. So it talks about Shakespeare a little bit, the Arcana, and they're using Waite Smith, using the deck, regarding representation. Then it goes into the majors and the minors. And then there are actually spreads. So color me surprised. There are quote, history, sonnet, tragedy, and comedy, I guess. Oh, and these are the creators, I guess. They're in the back. Oh, okay, so they do show it. That's what I was curious about. So they show the design of what each of the spreads are supposed to be like. Okay, very interesting. And then this is what I was also curious about. So let's see here. Okay, so interpreting... Yes. Okay. So for the majors, it looks like we're getting a full page. You have the card, the character, the quote from the play, and then a write-up on it. And it looks like first it starts about what the fool actually means, and then it goes into how it relates to the character. So that's what I wanted to know. And it looks like it does something similar with the minors, but obviously the write-up is a little smaller. So, okay. Pretty good, actually. I am, again, very surprised. The feel on this is nice. Again, I think for me, because it took so long, and by the way, this was also, it was also revealed that the creators are trying to make a mass market version of this deck, but it was very misleading at first, and people thought, We weren't even going to get the indie version of this deck first. And so a lot of people were upsetty spaghetti. But anyways, I was very worried about the quality of this deck. I didn't know what to expect. But let's kind of get into it. These are the backs. It's kind of hard to tell in this lighting. They're a little more like cream in person. Like this color is more creamish. And this is a little more toned down. It's not as blue looking as it kind of looks on camera for me. And the cardstock on this, again, very, very surprised. This is nice. It's a very buttery feeling matte. And the bend is pretty good. So I think if you were someone who riffle shuffles, you could probably shuffle this very easily. So again, very, very surprised. And the backs appear to be reversible. So that's interesting. This is nice, actually. The edges, as you can see, are stark white. This feels very soft. Again, I'm very surprised because, again, I assumed I was never going to see this deck. So we're going to flip through it. I'll give some thoughts here and there, but I'm going to try to be quick on this because, again, my phone is very close to its battery going bye-bye completely. And that would suck to do in the middle of this. So let's get into it. We're going to start right off with the Fool. Oh, another thing to note, you'll probably see there is gold details throughout each card. It's not crazy aggressive like stupid literary tarot was. So this is a decent amount. Again, very, very shocked and surprised. But we have the Fool here, which is Bottom from A Midsummer Night's Dream. We have the Magician, which is Prospero from The Tempest. I actually really love this play and this play, so very cool to see that both of these are here first and foremost. We have the High Priestess, which is Titania from A Midsummer Night's Dream. Very beautiful. Ah, interesting. The Empress is actually Queen Elizabeth I. I wonder why they made that move, because they could have... Was she in one of the plays? I don't remember, but she was definitely like a patron or whatever to Shakespeare, so maybe that's why she was included. And then we have the Emperor, which is King Henry. What is this? The 8th? Yeah. And he was actually from the play. Interesting. That's what's interesting. I never read his play. So that's, yeah. All the plays about kings by Shakespeare, I've actually never read. That's the only thing. I don't know why. I had to study a bunch of Shakespeare plays when I was in college and even in regular school, but in college especially because I was an English major. So this was kind of exciting to see. This is why I like this deck, or the idea of this deck. But anyways, let's get into it. We have the Hierophant, which is Angelo for Measure for Measure. I actually never read this one either, but this is pretty nice. This is nice. Okay. Here, I'll do this. Sorry. I don't know why I'm like holding it this whole time. We have the Lovers, and interesting, we have Romeo and Juliet. I mean, it makes sense, but a pair of star-crossed lovers. And that's actually pretty cool in their artwork. The Chariot is Jean La Pucelle. Oh, interesting. Henry VI, Part 1. I've never read any of them about the kings. We have Strength, which is Constance from King John. Yep, another one I've never read because, again, haven't read any of the king plays. The Hermit, As You Like It, Jacques. We have the Wheel of Fortune as Malvolio from Twelfth Night. Love that play. Justice is Shylock from The Merchant of Venice. Very on the nose there. The Pound of Flesh. And then we have the Hangman as... Oh, Cordelia from King Lear. I've heard of this too. Interesting. But goes thy heart with this. Interesting. Maybe this will inspire me to finally read the King ones. I don't know. Death, of course, is Hamlet. Okay. We have Temperance as Hermione from The Winter's Tale. I don't remember if I've read this one, but that's really interesting. Iago is the devil in Othello. That makes sense. Iago was a little shit. Sorry, not me being like the worst. Okay. Oh, the Tower, King Richard II. Interesting. Down, down I come. Oh no. The Star, Marina from Pericles, Prince of Tyr. I haven't read this one either. There's a lot of Shakespeare plays I haven't read. There was a lot I did read. I didn't read all of them though. But I did read a lot of the sonnets. We did have to study these. The Moon is the Dark Lady. Very cool. The Sun is King Henry V. Judgment is Achilles and Patroclus from Troilus and Cressida. Also, surprisingly never read this one despite liking Greek mythology. I don't know what happened with that. Is what it is, I guess. The World is the Globe Theater. That makes sense. And I love, wait a second. I love how Bottom is featured at the very end. The Fool going back to the beginning. That's actually amazing. Okay, I do like this card a lot. And now let's get into the minors. We are starting with the Wands here. The Ace of Wands, very pretty. And of course it is Puck. And this makes actually a lot of sense. The Two of Wands is Aaron from Titus Andronicus. Oh, I hated that play. God. Okay. Titus Andronicus is like a nightmare. Just don't do it. It's just so bloody and like crazy. Anyways, the Three of Wands are the weird sisters from Macbeth. Four of Wands, we have the Duke Senior and Amiens and Orlando. Okay, so we have a lot of people from As You Like It. The Five of Wands is Katharina from Taming of the Shrew. You know what's funny? I really love the movie 10 Things I Hate About You, which I know is based on this, but I actually have not read this one yet. So that's very interesting. But crazy conflict here. Six of Wands is Hector from Troilus and Cressida. Oh, I haven't read this one in a long time. Seven of Wands is Anthony from Julius Caesar. This one I actually read in high school. The Eight of Wands is Ariel from The Tempest. That's good. Nine of Wands is Palamon. I don't know this one. The Two Noble Kinsmen. Never read this one either. Ten of Wands is Ferdinand from The Tempest. Wow, it's definitely been a while since I've read this too, but that's cool. Page of Wands is Rosalind from As You Like It. Knight of Wands is Hotspur from Henry IV, Part 1. Queen of Wands is Viola from Twelfth Night. This makes a lot of sense. Wow. Wow. I do like this one. This one makes a lot of sense. Okay, and our King of Wands is Lear from King Lear. Interesting. I wonder what happens to him and why he's like this. If someone's actually read King Lear, please let me know. By the way, this lighting I realize is making some of these cards look darker maybe than they would be, which is unfortunate again because it's nighttime as I'm filming. But this is a dark blue. There are trees here. It's just kind of hard to see, I realize. Next up, we have the Cups. We have the Ace of Cups, which is Miranda from The Tempest. Another thing you probably noticed, the font on this is a little small. If you are hard of eyesight, you are really going to have to push this up to see all these. But yeah, this is Miranda. The Two of Cups is Hero and Claudio from Much Ado About Nothing. Oh, excuse me. The Three of Cups is... Oh, now I'm hiccuping. What the hell? Mrs. Ford plus Page plus Quickly from The Merry Wives of Windsor. This Did I read this? It sounds really familiar, but I don't remember reading The Merry Wives of Windsor. Maybe I didn't. But they look like they're having fun. Ooh, the Four of Cups is Isabella for Measure for Measure. Five of Cups is Lady Percy from Henry the Third, or no, 4, sorry, Part 2. Oh, Elena and Hermia from A Midsummer Night's Dream. How cute! I do like these two. I like this card. You could even see their shadows in the background as they grow up, how they change and kind of competing. Oh, this makes sense. Okay. The Seven of Cups is Bassanio from The Merchant of Venice. Wow, it's been a long time since I've read this one. See, some of this I'm going to have to like get back into the characters, I feel like. The Eight of Cups, though, is Imogen from Cymbeline. The Nine of Cups is Sir Toby Belch from Twelfth Night. Ten of Cups is Hymen from As You Like It. The Page of Cups is Elena from All's Well That Ends Well. I never read this one either. Interesting. Knight of Cups is Othello, you know, from Othello. We have Queen of Cups, which is Cleopatra from Anthony and Cleopatra. Interesting choice. You know, I almost would have thought she could have been a good Queen of Wands too, but very nice. And then our King of Cups is, who is this? Leontes from The Winter's Tale. Okay, so that's, again, I haven't read that one either. Interesting. Okay. We have Ace of Swords, Edmund from King Lear. So yeah, I don't know him. Interesting. Very knightly though. So that's our ace. Ooh. Two of Swords. Amelia from the two Noble Kinsmen. I've never seen this one either. Or never read this one either. Interesting. Oh, of course. The Three of Swords had to be Ophelia from Hamlet. This is beautiful, though, this card. It's hard, again, it's hard to see today the details, I think, but... Oh, that's right. Ugh. Okay, just so you guys know, I don't know what to do about this. I kind of think this would be the better one to keep, because... this one awful. Sorry. Literally a goddamn tongue in here. This is the alternative, which is Lavinia from Titus Andronicus. If you know, you know. And that's fucked. Sorry, but it is. That's fucked. Both are awful. I know the one with Ophelia is beautiful, but the Lavinia one literally makes you shudder. Sorry. Anyways, let's move on. We have the four of cups here. I mean, 4 swords, sorry, not 4 cups, 4 swords. And it is King Henry IV from Henry IV Part 2. Interesting. And the 5 of swords is Macbeth. And this makes sense. 6 of swords is Pericles from Pericles, Prince of Tyr. The 7 of swords is Ulysses from Troilus and Cressida. Interesting. The 8 of swords is Edward the Black Prince from Edward the Third. See, any of the people ones, prince ones, king ones, I just have not read, but I'm assuming they're full of good stuff. I have no idea. The Nine of Swords is Claudius from Hamlet, and this also makes sense. Try what repentance can. Yikes, but this is very, very true. I mean, who else could they have picked? The Ten of Swords is Julius Caesar. And it also says, then fall Caesar. And I'm like, ugh. That's actually pretty good, though. Okay. Our Page of Swords here is a Mercutio from Romeo and Juliet. Nice. Our Knight of Swords is Coriolanus from Coriolanus. Oh, this makes 100% sense. The Queen of Swords is Lady Macbeth. Yeah, very good choice there. My goodness. Okay. And then finally, our King of Swords is King Richard III from Richard III. Interesting. Plots have I laid? Ooh. Maybe I do eventually need to get into those kind of plays. Ace of Coins, so we are now in the coins. And it is Petruchio from Taming of the Shrew. Again, I never actually read this one. I do want to read this one, though, a lot. Our Two of Coins is Proteus from Two Gentlemen of Verona. Three of Coins is King plus Barony plus Domain plus Longueville from Love's Labour's Lost. I don't think I've read this one either, no. Four of Coins is Timon from Timon of Athens, or is it Timon? I don't know. Maybe it's Timon. I never read this one either. Five of Coins is Kent from King Lear. Six of Coins is Antonio and Sebastian from Twelfth Night. I do like this. Seven of Coins is Corinne from As You Like It, or Corin. Eight of Coins is, who is this? Belarius and Guiderius and Arviragus. Cymbeline. Okay. I don't remember any of this. I don't know. Nine of Coins is Olivia and Festi from 12 Night. Like. Oh, and 10 of Coins is Aegean, Abbess, Antipolydromios. The Comedy of Errors. Ah, I never read this one either. Interesting. Okay. Page of Coins. Portia from The Merchant of Venice. Knight of Coins is Falstaff from Henry IV, Part 1. Queen of Coins is Queen Margaret from Henry VI, Parts 1 through 3. Interesting. And finally, we have their King of Coins, who is Cymbeline himself. Wow. Okay. This is very surprising. I actually like I said, I like this cardstock a lot. It feels nice. I don't, like I said, I was afraid, guys. I wasn't sure what the hell we were going to get into. When a deck takes more than 2 years, it could have been 2023 or 2022. I just know it took a hell of a long time, and you're waiting and waiting, and the deck just hasn't come out. You start losing hope, you know. You start thinking, like, I will never see this deck. I will never see it, ever. It'll never make its way to me. But it finally did, and it looks to be nice. Now, I'm going to be honest. I don't know if my phone's... I don't know if its battery is still okay. But I'm going to quickly As you can see, I'm trying to shuffle, but I'm going to quickly shuffle this up and then try to do my tarot interview with this deck, and hope it doesn't just, again, cut off the video where it does. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, then we're going to keep the ball rolling, but I will see you guys back in just a second. Okay, we are back. The deck is here. I did my spread off camera, but this is my tarot interview. We are going to flip these over slowly, figure out what this deck is all about. But in position number 1 is this deck's most important characteristic. Interesting. Okay, we have the Ace of Coins here, and it says, if wealthily, then happily. And again, this is Petruchio from Taming of the Shrew. Interesting. So I would say maybe that this deck's most important characteristic is it wants to lead me towards those sweet, sweet opportunities. Maybe even a good, I don't really do like wealthy, like, you know, certain kinds of readings, but maybe like the everyday mundane things too. Jobs, again, opportunities. So that's good to know that it cares a lot about that. What is this deck's strength? Okay, 3 of Cups. That seems very in line with Shakespeare, funny enough. Merry and yet honest. 3 of Cups. So this deck's strength is that it is good at helping me celebrate the wins and enjoying all those bits and bobs. Not bad, not bad. So it's a good deck for like kind of more maybe lighthearted readings too. Funny how these are kind of in line. So this is definitely like, it's crazy because Shakespeare, you know, has a lot of extremes. You get like the crazy tragedies and then you have like the comedies in there. But it's so far, it's interesting how a lot of the like comedic aspects are coming, or like happy-go-lucky aspects are coming up. But let's see what this deck's limit is. Interesting. Okay. The 7 of Wands. And interesting, the quote here is, I am to speak what I do know. Okay. This deck's limit is that it is not going to really be good. This is not the deck to go to maybe when I am kind of in those sticky situations where I might feel like, you know, I need to take a stand, or maybe people are coming at me. Because again, this card could be both things, right? It's like either need to take a stand or feeling like everyone's been like, in this case it's wands, but like putting their pitchforks at you kind of situation. So yeah, this might not be the right deck to help with sticky situations. So that's good to know. Probably, again, needs to stick to some of these more light-hearted themes that are coming up. But let's see down here. What is this deck? Oh, I believe this is, what is this deck here to teach me? Wow. Okay. What? No. What the fuck? We have the 10 of Swords. See, so it's funny because this deck limit is that it's not good at getting me out of sticky, like the pain points. But this deck is here to teach me that you could fall and have pain anyways. Interesting. I don't know. Is this too on the nose? Is it like the comedy mixed with the tragedy just happening? I don't know. I don't know how I feel with that. But we're just gonna keep going right along here. Next up we have what is the best way I can learn and collaborate with this deck? We have the Ace of Cups. Okay. And the quote for this one says, to weep at what I am glad of. Interesting. I guess the best way to learn and collaborate with this deck is to be open to new opportunities and overflowing emotions and the energy. It's funny how the two aces have popped up, huh? But this one's more about like the very mundane, and this is more about like be open to the spirit of things, maybe more the like emotional side of things. Not be afraid to weep and have those feelings, right? Very, very interesting here. And then finally, what is the possible end result of our working relationship kind of thing? Aha! Hate it here. Don't like this. Okay. Three of Swords. And it's the bad Three of Swords. It's the freaking Lavinia Three of Swords, which is not... I'm going to cover that up. I don't know how I feel about that. This deck is basically telling me that I'm... oh, man. This is not... I don't know how I feel. Is that, again, is it too exact? Is this too Shakespearean for me? Is that I'm going to feel the comedy in equal measures with the tragedy, and it's just a bad time all around? I guess so, because what in the hell? Okay. I'm going to have to sit on this. I'm going to take a photo of this after this video is done, but holy shit. Okay. If you are watching this long, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like the artwork of this deck, but I feel cheated here. I don't know what's this is not a good sign. But anyways, I'm going to move on, and I'll see you all again next time. Bye.